I don't think people necessarily understand.
People just love Trump. That's my Trump.
Donald Trump.
You hear about slavery for 400 years. For 400 years, that sounds like a choice. Like, you know, like, you hear about Trump, that sounds like slavery, Holocaust Jews, slavery is.
Shh. My name is Bradley. I have a Brad taste in music. And you might be wondering, why am I whispering? It's not because this is an ASMR video. It's because, my dad is actually asleep on the couch. But the problem is I just realized that there's a new Kanye West and Kid Cudi album. And I have to hear it. But I gotta be super quiet. Yeah, the album, yeah. That Kanye West just released. It's really interesting because I thought, for sure, this was Kanye's worst album. It was a 5 out of 10, very light 5. I was so bored of it. By the end of it, I was just like, I'm totally done with this album. I gave it 4 full listens. It was short, it was unfinished. And then I started writing up my review for it and I re-listened to it and I think it's amazing. And what sucks is I started a lot of controversy in the time period that happened. In fact, I'd say I basically burned down my own house. Not literally. On albumoftheyear.org, that's exactly what happened. I started a lot of trouble for myself. The tracks where I originally believed that they sounded all like leftovers from previous albums. I don't know what happened. The album just completely clicked with me. I thought of Killing You is just so beautiful in a sense of where as soon as I got captured again into that track, it's almost like every track dragged on and dragged me into it. And all these stupid lines, you can tell from the frail production that it's intentional. It kind of hit me in the same way that Pablo did. Because in a sense, I thought Pablo was insanely mediocre until eventually I sort of caught on to what exactly he was doing through that album. However, it seems like this is probably going to be a part 2 in a sense. Kids See Ghosts. The Yay album itself, jeez, I gotta be careful over here. Anyways, there's no way in hell I could hold off on listening to this album. Kids See Ghosts, aka Kid Cudi and Kanye West. Super highly anticipated. Massive deal. There's no way in hell I could even hold myself from listening. I have to hear this album. And, you know, Kid Cudi, I just recorded a reaction to Man on the Moon. Spoiler alert. Kid Cudi's got a very mixed opinion from me. Yeah, he's got some reasonable features in some songs, but his voice, it's so damn boring. His lyrics are nothing special. I gotta be quiet. Shh. Super quiet review. Super relaxed. No problem here. Alright. Kids See Ghosts. It is only 7 tracks. That is pretty short. And it ends with a Cudi montage, which hopefully he's not running down his discography because that song is going to be very mixed. Rating scale is, of course, very obvious. We got number 1, we got late registration. If a golden late registration shows up, that's how you know it's good. However, mediocre, we got to give it to, you know, let's give it to a specific Kanye song that's just hit or miss, you know? How about Freestyle 4?
They got rap God shit, nigga.
It's just an audio clip of Freestyle 4. What if we fuck right now? 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 Not the best song off of Pablo, but it's okay, you know. It's just not the best song off of there. If it's bad, I'm going to play this audio clip of Drunken Hot Girls with the red copy of Graduation. Because that song is bad. And everyone's in agreement that it's bad. How is it so bad? That's a rating scale. We got that established. Kid Cudi and Kanye West. Kids See Ghosts. Self-titled. Check 1, Feel the Love. Cute little synthesizer. Alright. I'm stupid! That scared me. It's gonna be a lot more. Kinda like this, okay. This is a good Kid Cudi vocal right here.
We not worried about no other niggas. We the
Pusha.
other niggas.
Oh my god.
Then I flooded.
Oof.
She like them bottles with bubbles in it. Buy her Loewe and other linen. Why would I wait when there's other women? Why would I hate we in love with women?
Oh my god, this Pusha. Oh.
Bring a friend, I try it out.
I love how minimalistic this beat is. It's a really good way to start the album.
Trap music. Dope money just came along.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That worked so much better than it should have. That just sounded so aggressive on here, especially with this massive beat that just came in. It was just so punchy. That should not have worked, but that was phenomenal. I mean, I know he's just screaming gat, 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 and it almost seems completely just like ridiculous, but it's so animalistic and raw. Gotta turn up a little bit. Why did I love that? Oh my god, that was actually phenomenal. And it's tough to say why, because literally he's screaming like rah, 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 rah. It worked so well in this song, especially with like Cudi's overblown vocal, Kanye's overblown whatever, Pusha's insanely aggressive verse. That song worked extremely well despite it sort of just being one verse and a lot of ga-da-da-da-da-da-tas, feeling the loves. The production is what sold that song. That was like top notch right there. That is what I want to see from Kanye. Yeah, it was way stripped back. This is more what I'm looking for. I know I'm a little quiet, it's all good. Definitely gonna get late registration. Ah, I love that album. Next song, Fire. I expect nothing less. Now it's really
all your shit talking. The prove to myself. Back on that rule of myself, I got new news to tell. Through with mixed messages, through with the mail. Only a few in the field.
production is really solid here.
It's so many days I prayed to God, all this pain I couldn't seem to find a way.
Whoa, Cudi. So I literally just listened to Man on the Moon, and he sounded awful throughout the entire album. Here he seems so focused with his vocals. Maybe it's because he's working around Kanye. And again, that song with Kanye on Man on the Moon is not that fantastic, but I definitely see massive improvement just from looking from here to there.
Even buzzing thought they wasn't, huh? You can't fuck your cousin, huh? This is the back.
Oh no, I thought he said can't fuck your cousin. Oh. What the hell is this? There's 20 seconds left. Is he gonna impress me? Or not. I'd feel like the guitar loop would at least do something if maybe it felt like there was more of an emotional connection, which I could tell that Cudi was going for in the last leg of the song. It just didn't connect with me, and I feel like the lyrics themselves sort of went over my head. There's nothing really too massive in terms of the weight that it's really giving off. Fire was fine, definitely. I thought it sounded fine. The last song, despite it being so just ridiculous, really impressed me. This song is just super solid. It's still gonna get late registration. However, it didn't really go that extra mile that I was hoping it would go. So, you know, a little smudge off of being great. Next song, Fourth Dimension.
It feels so good it should cost. Bought an alligator, I ain't talking Lacoste. Me, I always feel like a boss. She said I'm in the wrong hole, I said I'm lost. She said I'm be the intervention.
Oh my god, this sampling is fantastic. This laughter sounds so good through these channels. Cudi, this is so good from Cudi. This is the Cudi I wanted to kind of see on his first debut album. He's basically been tripping over himself over and over and over again with projects he's been on. I'm just impressed with how aggressive and how his voice, how his lazy stoner voice fits the tone so well.
Such a lost boy, caught up in the darkest I had. What's the cost, boy? Losing everything that I had. Shipping on me, boy.
That's the Cudi trope right there. The song is just one verse on both of their ends. It felt really incomplete. Besides that, I really like the song, but I'd say that I don't like the fact that most of this album just feels so incohesive. And even with Ye, where I thought like there was a lot of like detached everything, here it seems like it's even brought out more. While I do enjoy the sound way more than on Ye, or at least until Ye actually kind of really grew on me and I kind of understood it better. I love the sound. I hate the fact the songs are way too short, even though they're a burst of ideas. And this album's too short to be giving me so many short bursts of genius. It's still going to get late registration. I did enjoy the song, but where is this album going? How is this album tying together at all? Right now it just seems like a really sloppy collection of tracks. Next song, Free! I feel kind of free. Ghost Town Part 2. Oh, that sample, oh my god.
I don't feel pain anymore. Guess what, baby? I feel free.
Scoop. production is insane.
I'm so complete in the mode.
This is just a massive burst of color, and you just feel it through the sounds. That scared me for a second. I thought that was someone waking up. I hate every time anyone says free. They drag it into the ground. Oh my god, the production. This production is fantastic. Yeah, I actually kind of like that track. I don't know. I've liked most of these tracks so far. It seems like a massive, colossal burst of color. I feel like every single one of these songs has something to grab out of it. However, they just seem so much more surface level than anything off of Ye, which I keep comparing to because basically it's like part 2. However, this almost seems like just like him wanting to have fun and making an album that's just a bunch of fun. And I pick up on that. However, it doesn't mean that I love every time he says free. Still gonna get the late registration because the production was unreal and it grabbed my ear and almost anything else didn't even matter. The production tricks, even with all the vocals, were fantastic and added so much presence and liveliness to where it felt like it was marching towards you every time someone said something. Cudi, he's Cudi, you know, he's hit or miss, but you know, good song. Next song, Reborn.
I'm so reborn. I'm moving forward.
Yeah, this song's totally losing my attention right here. There's nothing pulling me into this one.
Very rarely do you catch me out. Y'all done specially invited guests me out. The homie was all detained.
Like, I know he was being personal, but here again, it just doesn't feel like it's actually. I didn't feel as personal as Ye. I'm already so bored of this song. How is this song going to be like 6 minutes long?
Moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. I have my issues. Ain't that much I could do. Peace is something that starts with me.
This is where Cudi's very childish-like vocals work really well.
Has so much on my mind. I didn't know where to go. I'm so reborn.
This is the best Kid Cudi sounded in a long freaking time. Kid Cudi sounds phenomenal here. I think this song's supposed to be very psychedelic. This album cover definitely could suggest that this is more of a psychedelic experience. And I think actually when I'm really just taking a step back and like listening and realizing, a psychedelic rap experience can be exactly what this is going for. And I feel it, that if that's the direction of this album, it's totally succeeding. Like right there. Production is what sells this freaking album right now. Literally feels so relaxed from this song. And while it is very repetitive, it doesn't feel like it bored me. This auto-tune works really well too. This psychedelic, like brain melting experience. Wow, that song grew. Really impressive. Definitely. Oh. Late registration. Next song, Kids See Ghosts.
Kids see ghosts sometimes. Kids see ghosts sometimes. Kids see ghosts.
Same thing in a room. All this time searching.
I love this like freaking tropical in a sense, like crazy, just
Sometimes.
seriously the best Kid Cudi sounded in forever.
Thought I'd be clever enough to give up while I'm ahead. I like breakfast in bed, but I love breakfast ahead. For anybody who said they'll never leave nothing that you ever read. That's man.
This is a great verse.
Mr. West
Wow.
painted from Westland.
I want to say I really like this direction of this album. It's so different. Like it doesn't feel lazy. In fact, the production is so like mind-blowing. It's not too insane, but it's just crazy enough to just completely lock me in. There's so much happening with this beat. Kid Cudi sounds better than he probably has on any other of his solo projects on here. I am
Around. Kids see ghosts sometimes. Civilization.
I don't know if I can really pull much of a message out of there because it did seem like a little bit of like an emotional dismantling of Kanye, and most of these songs almost feel like they just seem like a certain chorus or whatever phrase is repeated, but it usually seems like something's either freestyled or quickly written. It's rather just a thought or idea rather than a massive cohesive experience, and this definitely is not a concept. This is more like a rap psychedelia with massive emphasis on production. The production on here has been just so top notch that it locks you in, and even with these repetitive phrases rather than them doling out, it's like you pull something new out of it every time. I do like that a lot. Let's get in the late registration. Really like that song. Sorry again for the whispering. Last song, Cudi Montage. I'm excited. At the same time, please don't screw up Cudi, please. No. Oh, wait a minute. Kurt Cobain sampled on a song called Cudi Montage. I'm getting PTSD, you guys. I'm getting some bad PTSD. Shoot. Get out of here. No. Please. Please, for the love of God. I'm scared. Come on, Cudi. Don't screw up. Please, for the love of God, Cobain.
I'm right back in the field trap, and when I'm a soul, they can hear me holler. Posting in there, looking out nowhere, where's home and a hidden nerve. Pain in my eyes, and the time I thought I'm straining the ever was.
Whoa, wait.
Everybody want world peace till your niece get shot in the dome piece. Then you go and buy your tea crying on the concrete. They send us off to prison for retirement. Hopefully at this Johnson will inspire me. Right on me, say me.
Production's unreal. It has this massive analog feel. That was the entire album. What's up? I planned on doing this immediately after the album changed up or finished anyways. First of all, that last song, definitely getting a late registration right there. Boom, 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 boom. I've listened to this album consecutively a ton of times. And I don't know, there's something really special about it to where it seems like there's not like a list of requirements for music. For this, it just seems like it doesn't really mark a ton of them except for production. However, this thing is just something that you can just put on and just like literally just space out to. I think it works extraordinarily well in that favor, where the production's so fantastic and where it really is just so druggy in the second half. Yeah, it's a really good album and it's only grown on me. I know I give every song like a nice little golden thing or whatever. It doesn't mean the album's perfect. Definitely needed more material. Definitely should have been dragged out to 40 minutes. Definitely should have had like more songs, more high quality tracks on there. Only 7 tracks is disappointing. Some tracks are way longer than others. Besides that, that's it for Complete. I guess a couple of lyrical things, but Cudi, this is Cudi's best performance. Period. My score for this is an A++. Great album. Definitely go check it out. Anyways, I'm gonna go back.
I stuck a flute in my...
Anyways, my name is Bradley. I have a rad taste in music. If you like my channel, make sure you subscribe, hit notifications, hit like, leave a comment on what you want to see me do next. What you thought about this album, you know? Well, what'd you think? You think this was better than Ye? You think it was worse than Ye? You think Cudi did good? You think he did awful? Let me know. And that's all. Peace.